The X Factor Guide reviews. Losing someone you love is hard. It's exceptionally hard when you lose a loved one due to unexpected death. However, that person leaving you for good because he or she chose the other person over you is another story. You might have mixed feelings of anger, sadness, and confusion that may leave you despaired for weeks or more. If that situation happens or has already happened to you, what will you do? How will you handle this trying situation? Will you attempt to get the person back, or let him, her be and move on? If you have personally experienced this kind of heartbreak, you might want to check out this book called The X Factor Guide by Brad Browning. You will learn a thing or two about why breakups happen, tips on how you can get your ex back, and give your relationship a second chance. What is the X Factor Guide all about? Authored by renowned relationship expert Brad Browning, this book talks about how you can get your ex back. There may be different reasons why couples eventually break up. Nonetheless, such a situation can truly be heartbreaking and may even leave you crying and sulking for days. When that much dreaded breakup does happen, you might do irrational things that can do more harm than good. It's understandable though, you might still feel confused about what happened and all you want is to get back with the one you love. The book also focuses on the common relationship mistakes that result in its downfall and ways to avoid it. What will you learn from The X Factor Guide? The X Factor Guide is a comprehensive guide to relationships. This includes dealing with breakups, giving importance to your loved one, and loving yourself despite what happened. There are several chapters that comprise this book. These include the following. Chapter 1. This is where Browning discusses why he made the book. A lot of people experience heartbreaks and don't know where and how to start all over again. He explains how he can help with your current love situation as long as you need it. Chapter 2. This chapter focuses on attractive characteristics you should have to maintain a good relationship. Chapter 3. On the contrary, Chapter 3 discusses unattractive characteristics your relationship shouldn't have. Chapter 4. In case the inevitable happens, this chapter will help you prevent panicking and eventually accept what has happened. This chapter also offers tips on how not to make the situation worse. For 1, pressuring your ex to go back to you. Chapter 5. This chapter discusses how to deal with the aftermath of the breakup. In this chapter, Browning recommends having a 31-day cool-off period to help you carry on your plan to get your ex back. This includes relying on others to help you deal with your recent breakup and other ways to keep you sane during the no-contact part of your relationship. Chapter 6. This chapter deals with opening up to other people through dating. It also provides tips on how to tell your ex that you're seeing others without looking desperate. This phase hopes to use jealousy as a way to make your ex miss you. Chapter 7. This chapter discusses how you can respond in case your ex suddenly kept in touch with you. Chapter 8. In opposite of the previous chapter, Chapter 8 discusses how you should react if he or she does not want to keep in touch with you anymore. Chapter 9. This chapter discusses what to do in case you and your ex consider starting all over again through a date. At this point, you should be presenting yourself positively and all you want is for you to get back together. The X Factor Guide. Pros and Cons. The book presents its own set of pros and cons. Among its noted advantages include: the book helps you get back on your feet following a breakup. It teaches the right way to deal with the situation and avoid confrontations and dramas as much as possible. You can get help from one of the experts on the love and relationships field. Browning knows what he's talking about. After all, he's an expert in his field. So, rest assured that you can do the right thing after the breakup. Expect him to talk to you through the book in an honest and personal way, like how a real friend cares for you. It contains detailed action steps to guide you on your path to get your relationship back on track. The book does not blame you for your unfortunate breakup. Rather, Browning simply aims for you to be happy, regardless of the outcome of your attempt to winning back your ex. It also comes with additional 3 videos made by Brad's trusted assistant, Ricky. In addition, you will also receive a bonus booklet called 10 Commandments of Sexual Attraction by Derek Lamont, as well as 7 Steps to Sex Appeal by Mark Belmont. The book also offers a 60-day money-back guarantee. You don't have to worry about not getting your money's worth. If you like it, then good. Otherwise, you can always ask for a refund and find other tools to help you deal with your breakup. Cons. The bonus videos and booklets are mediocre and lack depth and details that can be supposedly helpful to your relationship problems. As mentioned, Browning concludes that most breakups happen due to dwindling attraction towards each other. A lot of people would disagree on this idea. Does it work for you? The main objective of this guide is to prevent forlorn individuals from doing irrational things after a breakup. It will also avoid you from obsessed to get your ex back. In the process, you can lose your self-worth that can make the situation worse. More importantly, the book can also help you get back on track and move on from your bad breakup experience. If you do want to get your ex back, this book can also greatly help you in many ways. There are different ways to get your ex back to you as suggested by Browning. However, it is more than following those tips. It can also help you build healthier and long-lasting relationships with your significant other. The good thing about this book is that it can help both genders. Browning offers pieces of advice meant for both men and women and according to your age and relationship status. After all, gender should not affect a good relationship. Conclusion. As mentioned, it can be hard for someone to experience a breakup. That experience alone can make you feel angry, confused, and sad, all at the same time. Understandably, you might do irrational things following a nasty breakup. For example, you might be calling your ex several times, begging him, her to come back in your arms. Or you may even pressure or threaten him, her to get back to you or else. Never ever do that, at least in the words of Brad Browning. The X Factor Guide can help you keep your sanity in the midst of your recent breakup. The book shares tips you should follow if you want your ex back. You can also learn a thing or two about good relationships and how to avoid the bad ones. There are pros and cons when you avail this relationship guide. Some you may agree on, while you might find some parts of it questionable. Nonetheless, it is important to know that the goal is not only to get your ex back. Rather, you should also focus on the root cause and how you can prevent it from happening again. This book will also teach you how to make your relationship better and healthier. All relationships should be that way after all. More importantly, this book will help you regain your self-esteem and make you a better person. There's no harm if you follow the step-by-step process made by Browning. But if it does not work, then perhaps it's time to move on with your life. Otherwise, congratulations, make your relationship the best one yet. Read more The X Factor Guide reviews, please click link in description below.